welcome back to another crazy ass video. Video is kind of crazy, and I'm finna get baked this shit while watching this. So if y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, subscribe. If y'all want to see more videos like this, more reactions, then make sure y'all stay tuned to the video. This is the video. Teens run into a secret cult's body dump. All right, let's get into it.
Like, I'm not gonna, my heart is beating, bro.
This group of teenagers are in the middle of exploring an abandoned building in Michigan. Just a few feet away from them is something they were never meant to see.
You want me to get close up for you? Hey,
What the fuck? Hold on. I gotta find my lighter.
Come on, Aiden. Come on, Aiden.
When police arrive to investigate, they discover this killing might be part of
Sorry, y'all. This is my last time pausing.
something far darker, with ritualistic clues pointing to a murder orchestrated by a cult. And as detectives begin closing in to a murder orchestrated by a cult, and with ritualistic clues pointing to a murder orchestrated by a cult. And as detectives begin closing in on its members and turning them on each other, they discover that this may not have been the cult's first victim.
Richie, so to speak, that they wanted to kill right after getting married.
It's like I killed 16 people is what I said.
Students decide to explore an abandoned juvenile detention center, but the moment they step inside, they stumble upon something they were never meant to see and immediately start recording.
I don't even know if I want to really get it.
Alright, so we seen it. My fault. We seen the body.
We seen a body, bro.
This is for everybody.
Like, I'm not gonna, my heart is beating, bro.
Tell me you did. Hey, I don't want. I'm not looking. I'm not looking either. Look. You want me to get close up for you? Hey,
I'm making jokes out of everything. We making jokes out of everything. Like Gen Z be making jokes out of everything. Like I remember there's like if a cruise was shipping, and in the comments it's like, bro, we don't take shit serious. But how would you feel you walk to a bed with all your friends? 9 times out of 10, you probably hide something out of your fucking mind. You just see a decomposed or dead body. How would you feel? I ain't gonna lie, I'd be so shook. I'd be like, am I dreaming?
Moving. Wait, am I moving? Hold up.
Yes.
Like,
Move the door. Kick that
that's
door
crazy.
off.
And they playing with it? They moved it. Okay.
Upon seeing what appears to be the dead body of a young woman, the boys run back to their car and drive off. Despite knowingly trespassing, one of them calls 911 and begins describing in detail the gruesome discovery they had just made inside.
Monroe County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
Hi, so we were exploring a abandoned building, and I think we found a dead body.
Okay, what was the address?
Right now we're at the Monroe Travel Center.
Where was the address you were exploring?
It's the old student center, or like an old school or something.
You're pretty far away from Netto.
Yeah, because we drove away and we didn't know what to do.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Like, he moved a door that was on the ground, and underneath it there was his tarp, and under the tarp he saw a foot. So we left and called.
Can you give me a call when you get back to the pilot center?
Yes.
After directing the teens to a safe location, Michigan State Police are dispatched to Boysville, an abandoned juvenile campus with dozens of rooms and corridors. Once officers arrive with no electricity and a potential homicide scene waiting inside, they draw their weapons and prepare to move in.
just keep track of how many rooms, like, look at how many sections there are of the building. Keep track of how many sections you think you're going through so you don't get lost. Yeah.
One room at a time.
So you three want to go first, me and Llewellyn will stay back?
One room.
I'll be scared. It don't matter what mission it is, because then you outside, but then you inside. That is terrifying. And it's right when you walk in, too, bro.
That door on the left.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Long hallway. Long hallway.
On the floor, underneath the tarp, lies the deceased body the teens found earlier. But before officers can properly examine it, they have to clear the rest of the building and make sure they're the only ones inside.
Walking through. Stay, please.
Y'all, the only thing I might hate about editing this video is that it's going to be what? Maybe an hour plus long as I read 46 minutes, and I know I've been pausing.
Trying to identify her. Given the location, they initially assumed she may have been homeless and simply overdosed. But that assumption would quickly be turned upside down upon further inspection.
But there was a time where people were coming in here like on a regular basis, like the haunted house type stuff, you know, like looking for ghosts and whatnot. I think that's blood under her head, like she got hit or
Around her?
yeah. Well, unless suspect is on top and slams your head on the ground. Yeah, it's not blood.
No. It's like bronze.
Oh, they didn't braid her, bro.
Her arms.
On her neck, her shirt. Look at how her legs are positioned. Shirt's pulled up. I'll get my fingerprint scanner out here in a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, probably what, mid-20s, 30s maybe. I mean, she might not even be local. It might be somebody a truck driver picked up.
As officers continue examining the body, they notice several unusual details. The victim is covered in an unfamiliar substance, surrounded by candles, and across her legs are what appear to be scribbles and strange markings. While one officer moves to retrieve a portable fingerprint scanner a few miles away, another group of officers makes contact with the teens who discovered the body. They're all shaken up yet cooperative, handing over the video they recorded inside. And it quickly becomes clear to detectives that they're far more worried about a trespassing charge than being tied to what happened to the victim. So they're eventually let go. Back at the abandoned property, the officer scans the victim's fingerprints and learns that she is, in fact, a local, 22-year-old Kayla Sadowski.
Dang, bro.
Moments later,
young.
paramedics arrive and examine the body, confirming two things. She's been here for some time, and the head injuries are consistent with 3 gunshot wounds. Sometime after midnight, officers lock down the rest of the building.
What be people problem? Like, I really want to know what, like, where did the world go wrong? Like, back then, it used to be sunshine and rainbows. Now, y'all niggas are pure evil, bro.
Intent on resuming the investigation at first light. And as the investigation would begin coming together, detectives would become convinced this is not only a homicide, but part of something far more disturbing, possibly even ritualistic.
If you live with him and you leave and he finds out you leave, needless to say, you're going to be the next.
Steve said that she was screaming, Steve! Steve, help! Steve, help!
Do you want to go see your dad?
Okay, so if we knew all of this, why nobody ain't, why nobody ain't get this man gone? Why is he still walking this earth? Why is he still walking this earth? Somebody need to boot him.
The next morning, officers begin reviewing every available CCTV camera in the area, and after hours of combing through footage dating back 2 weeks, they finally spot her. On February 15th at around 10 p.m., Kayla is seen leaving the Rosler Street apartments and walking across the Rosler Street Bridge. An hour later, at around 11 p.m., she appears on camera again, walking across the same bridge. But this time, she stops, turns around, and gets into a black Mercury Milan, wearing the same skirt she would later be found dead in. When officers run the vehicle's license plate, they learn it's registered to 44-year-old Stephen Bales, a man Kayla has an active protective order against. And just like that, investigators have their first suspect. That same afternoon, officers rush to Stephen's house, but what they find is troubling to say the least. A note taped to the front door stating that he and his wife, Narina, have left for their honeymoon. To investigators, the timing seems far too convenient, so they try calling him, but he never picks up.
Oh man, he know. He already knows.
This is Stephen Bales. Leave a message after the beep.
A search warrant is requested, but in the meantime, there's little police can do but wait, while Stephen and whoever else may be responsible remains free to roam the street. Weeks pass after the body is discovered, yet there's still no sign of Stephen. But then, more than 100 miles away in Shelby, Ohio, police receive a 911 call they certainly aren't expecting, as 19-year-old Bryn Smith tells dispatchers someone is trying to kill him. And when Ohio officers go to meet him, they would unknowingly
Wait, so this a young court. He got young kids. 19, he my age. In a court? Man, people really live different lives around here. At 19, I'm not thinking about no court. Boy, I'm at home chilling. Maybe at a party on the weekend. A court. I'm 19. A court? What are we talking about? People be bored, bro. Find a hobby and stick with you.
Step into another state's investigation.
And a court is not the hobby. It's not.
And give them an unexpected lead.
Levels. There's levels to this, and that's
Hello,
a
what's
different
going
level.
on?
So I finally got away from him, and I just called the cops, so they're here now. So I got you on the phone because you're a witness for me. So, my cousin in Monroe, Michigan, this is my aunt, by the way. She knows, like, everything going on.
She on FaceTime?
Yeah, she's on FaceTime. We can't really see her.
I can see it. Okay. Good.
So, he's wanted for murder right now in Monroe, Michigan, for the Kayla Sadowski death. And I was apparently wanted for it as well at some point, but I had left his house today, just ran away from him because, like, he never gives me. He's like weird. He'll keep you at his house. He'll use you for your money.
Do you have any idea on you?
I have nothing on me except my tablet, my phone, and socks.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do, just because I don't know you. I'm just going to pat you down.
That's fine.
Do you have any knives or anything on you?
No, just socks.
Okay. Well, somebody pat you down. Do you live here?
No. This is some fancy funny called guys. So what's this cat's name? Steve Bales. Like, I ran away from him. Like, I ran. I don't know how long I've been running. I just ran away from him. We stopped at a gas station and I just ran. Does that make sense? Like, I stopped because, like, I lived with him and he won't let you leave his house when you're there. He's weird. He will hurt you. I have videos of the person that did it admitting to it.
Oh, wow.
Because I lived with all of them in the house together, like in one bedroom. And she was acting real funny one day, so I had, like, walked away and I called her on my own phone and I got videos of her.
Why don't we go out of the seat in the back of this officer's car on the other side? Come.
Other side?
Yeah.
As if the investigation wasn't complicated enough, Bryn is accusing someone other than Stephen of being the killer and even refers to a group of people he and Stephen had been living with. The problem is, these officers are from another state and know nothing about...
Okay, so here are my predictions. I don't want to say, I want to say that the leader of this is killing them, sacrificing, whatever you want to call it, them, and because it's like, why do he got people, if he's like 40 something, he got 19 through 20-year-olds, so which means he probably pulling 18 to 23, 24-year-olds That's what I'm saying. That's my predictions. I don't know. Because it's like, okay, 22-year-old, okay. 19-year-old though? I don't know. I don't know. How the fuck I do that? I just mute. What? I just hit a random button and then muted.
Kayla's murder, so they decide to take him to the station to get some clarity on the situation. Upon arriving, officers contact Michigan State Police, and that's when they are finally briefed on Kayla's murder investigation. More than anything, Michigan investigators are fixated on this alleged confession video, urging Ohio detectives to obtain it as quickly as possible. And once Bryn sits down for his interview, what he would go on to describe would sound to detectives almost as if he had just escaped a cult.
Now you don't gotta worry about me being killed.
Oh, so we don't even know if it's a cult yet. Okay.
So, what was, and this gentleman that apparently killed this girl, what's his name?
Steve.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know who killed her. I have a video of her admitting to it. Because we all lived in the same apartment together. So there was a one-bedroom apartment that he owned, him and his wife. He had like 8 people living there. I was one of them. And one-bedroom apartment that he owned.
What? One bedroom. And y'all all said, hey, okay, good idea. Nah. One bedroom? Y'all not animals? Y'all volunteering to sleep? Like, bro. One bedroom? Not even 2. Not even 3. It could be 4. That's still bad. Bro.
His wife. He had like 8 people living there. I was one of them. And in order to live there, he took your food stamp card. He would take whatever cards you had, and basically your money and everything was his. I did not agree to that, so he knew not to take from me. I just stayed there. I slept on the couch. I woke my head and I laid my head. So we're going down, and he gets married through all this. Now, our ex becomes missing. So I was wondering, because
you say our ex.
Yeah, we both had dated the same woman.
Okay.
So she becomes missing, and everybody in the house starts acting weird. So I'm gonna try to pull up this video of Caitlin, the one who supposedly killed Gail, admitting that she did it.
Did you ever think about going to the Michigan authorities with this?
I couldn't.
Why?
If you live with him, and you leave, and he finds out you leave, and he finds you, basically, needless to say, you're gonna be the next. So if you live with him, you're not allowed to leave. He's basically a person who's gonna get you in his house and he's gonna trap you in him, keep you just for your money.
To detectives' surprise, Bryn seems unusually open and talkative for someone who believes he's being hunted.
I mean, he escaped. Like, you would be mad if he wasn't talking, right?
After all, there's no telling whether Steven will come after him the moment this interview is over. At this point, investigators need to see this video Bryn can't stop talking about, but what they're about to see would be far more than Bryn promised.
So who do you think killed this girl?
I know who killed her. I got the video right here to show you.
Okay, well, let's see it, my man.
Oh my God.
You can obviously tell I was shocked as hell.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
You've killed 16 people is what I said.
And you see I haven't never been to jail for it.
And you see I've never been to jail for it. And now I have one more video of her admitting that I was the killer of Kayla, basically.
Why did you threaten my son?
She threatened my son.
So that conversation that I watched, she said that she did it because she threatened her son.
Yeah.
Do you know some more information about that?
No, that's all I know.
Like,
I don't
was
go
it
to church.
like is her?
Apparently, she threatened her son at church. That's the most I know of that.
And how'd she kill her?
She said that she shot her twice.
Okay.
On the video. Wow. She even said that she threw the gun in the river. What river?
Hold on, okay, I don't know. Hold on.
In the video is 33-year-old Kaylin Ramsey, seemingly implying that she was responsible not only for Kayla's death, but for 15 other murders as well. It's a chilling claim that investigators would have no choice but to look into, especially coming from someone they would later connect to a deadly cult. After several more hours of questioning, Bryn is eventually released and told to notify investigators of any contact from Stephen or Kaylin, unaware that the man they've just let go may not be as innocent as he claims. Later that evening, investigators call Kaylin and are surprised to learn that she's also in Ohio, so they ask her to come to the station the following day to assist with the investigation, withholding the real reason they want to speak with her. And, interestingly, she agrees, almost as if she already has a plan to outsmart the detectives. The next morning, Kaylin arrives at the Huron County Sheriff's Office in Ohio, and alongside her is her lawyer. But as she's escorted to the interrogation room, there's a surprise waiting for her. Detectives from the Michigan State Police, including lead investigator Detective Peterson, have traveled to Ohio for this very interview. And as Kaylin's interview begins, her story would quickly start to unravel until she eventually slips up and says something she was never supposed to know. But before we get to that, this case is a disturbing reminder of how quickly someone else's actions can change your life forever. She's about to reveal something only someone connected to the murder should have known.
We're going to be asking you a lot of questions. A lot of these questions we already know the answer to. So, you know I don't play games, you know how you know that? We went and got him to make sure you had him here. Right? That's important, that I want to make sure you feel comfortable. Rate your life on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 is the worst life ever, 10 is the best life ever.
Right now, it's a 1.
It's a 1?
But after, hopefully today, it'll be a 10.
Okay. So, what's going wrong right now?
Me living my life in fear.
And why are you...
Wait, is she the wife or is she the girlfriend of the dude? Or is she... What is she?
Living in fear.
Because of this guy, Stephen Bales.
Okay, why are you so afraid of Stephen Bales?
He's threatened my life.
Okay, how did he threaten you?
He's threatened to kill me.
Okay. Do you know Kayla Sadowski?
I knew of her. She was one of my friends at one point until I moved out here 3 years ago and we lost contact.
Tell me about her. Tell me about Kayla.
She was such a sweetheart. Oh my God. She even loved my youngest son. She was a sweetheart. She was just like me, outgoing, laid back, calm.
Man, I don't know how she know that they know, but she trying. She almost got me for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Then I realized the boy just interviewed, so yeah. Okay.
Give her shirt off her back to whoever needed it more than her. Her and I were a lot alike.
Was she easy to get along with then?
Oh yeah, she was very easy to get along with. Such a sweetheart.
Okay, did you have any conflicts with her ever?
No, I've never had a conflict with her at all whatsoever.
Was there a time where, recently where she accused you of hitting with her belt?
No, not that I'm aware of. It's something I would never do. I don't have a mean bone in my body.
Okay. Understood.
Anyone you talk to about me will tell you I'm such a sweetheart.
Okay, I believe it.
Man, bro.
Last contact I had with her was just shortly before whatever happened to her, and it kills me. I had just talked to her about maybe the day before, or maybe a few days before she had passed at the grocery store.
Would y'all be mad if I eat the high five? I don't think they're gonna pick up in the video, to be honest. I'm just gonna try one. Y'all heard that one? I don't think so.
Okay. When was that?
Around Valentine's Day.
Here, Kaylin seemingly places the murder around Valentine's Day, nearly 2 weeks before Kayla's body was discovered. To investigators, this appears to be a major slip-up, as the precise date of the murder has never been publicly released. The detective...
I thought they was all there though watching it. Hold on.
However, refrains from confronting her, careful not to cause her to shut down. But now, he would reveal the real reason she's here and see if she can somehow explain it away.
I'm not making this up. I'm not here to trick you. We have a video of you saying that you were the one that killed her.
No. I would never kill anybody. Because I'm a sweetheart. I would never hurt anybody.
Listen, that's why I take the time. This is why I take the time to talk to you.
So it's 5 videos.
We'll go through them all if you want to.
Unless they're trying to pin this on me that I had nothing to do with.
Well, let's watch these, and I want to talk to you because let's just.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
That was all forced. They forced me to say all that.
Let's watch them all, and then I want to hear.
How'd you get there? How'd you get her there?
See, you can clearly tell they're trying to set me
Get
up.
away there. This isn't my first time. That's why I'm trying to get you. Listen to what I'm telling you to do.
Obviously, I want your side to that. Right? That's why we're here. So what is your side to that?
My side to it is I had nothing to do with Kayla's death.
Because you can really help us, okay? And in turn, I don't make guarantees, but there's a chance you might help yourself. But I want to make something clear. We know when Kayla died, okay? And we also know that we have a video of you with Steve, okay, and Narina, very short time after her death, together at a party store. I do not think you're the mastermind.
So she the favorite.
I think that there's a lot.
So she the favorite, because he just said everybody can't leave. Wait, is she a part of it? Bro.
A lot of influence by Steve. There's no doubt there's a lot of influence by Steve.
You want to talk to me again?
I think I'm done for today.
Oh, he's a lawyer.
This stress level gets me too high.
You got this old man stressing. You not even letting the lawyer talk. Like she doing too much talking. You know what? I don't know how this whole, this part of life work yet. I ain't even got there yet, cause what the fuck? Like, this is some crazy shit. You got the lawyer sitting there stressing, cause you don't know what the fuck. Girl, let this man talk. You got this old man stressing. He need to be at home in the bed. You got this man stressing. You got this man stressing. This old poor man. For this dumb. You want to pull stupid crimes, taking everybody's life like they got, bruh. Like.
It's slowly making me sick.
After being shown the video, Kaylin does exactly what investigators feared most. She ends the interview before giving them enough probable cause to detain her, and so she's released.
Dang, bro.
Day, detectives finally get their first lucky break. The search warrant for Steven's apartment is approved. Wasting no time, Michigan officers rush back to his residence, hoping to find answers to Kayla's murder and perhaps a clue as to where Steven may have fled. Upon entering the cramped one-bedroom apartment, deputies are stunned to find. Upon entering the
I'm not even surprised. I'm just stressed. And this is the actual photo. This shit is sad. This is sad. Like, people really living like this. Look at this. Now, what if he got them drinking out of there? Got a nasty bed, and this the bed that they be sleeping on. Pissy. Like, bruh, the sheets not even on the bed.
Cramped one-bedroom apartment, deputies are stunned to find evidence that at least 7 people had been living here, and things would only get stranger from evidence that
trash. CC is room, living room is room. What is that? Trash. Kitchen.
At least
but they not doing no cleaning. That house
7
is not
people
clean,
had
bro.
been living here, and things would only get stranger from
You wouldn't even think that have chores. That's not, bro. Nobody in.
Here, throughout the apartment, officers notice a recurring theme, the Grim Reaper. Stephen had adopted the name Grim, labeling many of his belongings with it. Inside a journal, deputies discover that he referred to his wife, Narina, as Lady Death. The group even had its own name, the Reapers. At this point, investigators begin to suspect they're not dealing with a group of friends or even a gang, but a full-blown cult. As the search unfolds, investigators back at the station begin monitoring Stephen's online activity, and before long, a Facebook photo stops them in their tracks. The image was taken during Stephen's wedding on February 14th.
This the wedding? I haven't seen these pants in so long. I didn't even know they still made these. I ain't gonna lie. And I never wore them. I just be like, how can somebody wear something like this? This is not it, bro. Them leggings too. I haven't seen them since 2012. What? They must be a weed coat. I'm seeing a lot of green. Beanie look like he got weed. Yeah. It gotta be
18th, Valentine's Day. Police immediately recognize Stephen, his wife Narina, Bryn, and Kaylin, but the remaining 4 people are complete unknowns to the investigators, and detectives suspect they may also have been involved in the homicide. Stephen's mother is quickly rolled out, along with a family friend who appears to have little connection to the group. But the same can't be said for the remaining 2, Alex Fico and Sierra Bemis. 2 people Stephen has taken under his wing. That same afternoon, Detective Peterson calls them both and asks them to come to the station. And as Detective Peterson prepares to interview them, he needs to answer 2 critical questions. What is their connection to Stephen, and where does their loyalty to him end?
Tell me about your relationship with Steve Bales.
He was a good father, kinda.
He your daddy. Okay.
Good father, kind of. What didn't you get along with him for?
Because he always wanted to take my money and use my food stamps.
Did you like?
Wow, so he do it to anybody. What a fucking loser. He's a bum.
I gave him my card and he never gave it back.
I want you to tell me everything you can, everything you know about the death of Kayla Stosky.
Everything I know. Alright, so Steve Bales, I met him at Buscemi's Pizzeria, Monroe Street. I was real strung out one day and drunk at the same time, and guy took me by the hands, looked me dead in my eye, told me that I could get over it. You know, you gotta believe in God. Steve had my eye, told me that I could get over it, and guy took me by the hands, looked me dead in my eye, told me that I could get over it. You know, you gotta believe in God.
Steve had
yeah, so a very firm handshake, and it felt brotherly. It felt like he was expressing love towards me. They made me feel good for like being sober and not drinking.
That was nice of them, actually. Okay. Was there anything good about Steve?
That had nothing to do with nothing. That was just so irrelevant. Like
no, because you described him as a good father, so there was nothing good about that.
No, not really.
Okay. Do you think he used you?
Yes.
Okay.
Interestingly, Sierra struggles to find a single good thing to say about Stephen. Yet both she and Alex still consider him family. Like many manipulative leaders, Stephen targeted vulnerable people at their lowest, offering them support, housing, and a sense of belonging. Over time, that trust turned into control, with members handing over their income and providing for him financially. But Stephen's influence extended far beyond money and into violence, as Detective Peterson is about to learn.
So when was the night that Kayla got hurt?
I believe it was the night of their wedding. Like, they just crazily went out and, you know, that was their ritual, so to speak, that they wanted to pill right after getting married. Caitlyn,
Bro.
the one who she did the killing. At least she said she did the killing.
So Kaylin and Kayla didn't get along.
I hate licking
Why
my
not?
hands, bro.
Because they were sorry fighting over Steve.
So were Kaylin and Steve, were they romantically involved?
Yes.
Okay. And Kayla and Steve were romantically involved.
Yes.
And so Kaylin, you're saying, no, I don't want to put words in your mouth, was jealous of Kayla.
Oh my God, wait, hold on. Fought over Steve, Kayla. Okay, dang. He talking to too many girls with the same name. Hold on. I'm gonna put this in the microwave.
Got the footage from where I picked her up. I'm not stupid.
Exactly. And where did you pick her up at?
At the corner store.
Did you just pick up her? Are you alone or are you with anybody else?
Oh, no. There was someone else in the car.
Who was with you?
Steve.
So, what was the conversation that led to you picking her up?
Hey, where are you? What are you doing? Nothing. Off work. What are you doing? Nothing. You want to hang out for a few? Well, there was Steve's chance because he knew I was talking to her. Yeah, you better do that.
Okay. So, does she think, and I'm not sure, does she think that you guys are dating again at this point on February 16th?
I'm guessing, because she called me babe at one point.
Okay, so what makes you think that she's now...
I didn't like that.
What makes you think she's now...
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do...
Oh, she believes that you two are together as a couple.
Because she called me babe for like 3 times. I didn't say anything, but the 4th time I said something
So
about
before
it,
you picked her up
but I
on
wasn't.
February 15th or 16th in the black car with Steve hiding in the back seat, if I got anything wrong, correct me. I'd just like to kick it back out so we're on the same page. When was the last communication you had before that? Was there any communication that made her think that you guys were together as a couple? Any like pillow talk type of stuff?
The most I can think that she think we were together is when I said, I love you, you're a really good friend of mine. And I said that on Valentine's Day because she called me and said, I got chocolate for you.
Although Bryn insists he was simply following Steven's orders, what he doesn't realize is that detectives have already recovered his text messages with Kayla, telling
They better
Eve
not lock your up. You thought you was getting away with it, and I was actually believing him for a minute. She'd be so crazy. You gotta give props to the detectives, cause they would have fooled me.
very different story. For weeks, Bryn had been romantically speaking with Kayla online. In fact, just days before her death, she had saved his number in her phone as boyfriend. And now detectives would begin looking at Bryn, Sierra, and Alex side by side, comparing their stories and exposing contradictions. With pressure mounting and the possibility of prison looming over them, the Reapers are moments away from turning on one another, shattering the loyalty Steven spent years building.
Okay, you were there when she was shot.
But I didn't pull the trigger, nor did I go in the building.
Thank you.
Exactly. So I was a driver threatened by my life. Do you want to go see your dad? Do you want to be with your mom?
Yes.
Or you want to live?
Save the lie.
Exactly
Save
what
the
I was
lie, because
told.
that's the lie is more important.
She said the third shot, she put it to her head. Steve said that she was screaming, Steve, help! Steve, help! And then Bryn specifically said,
oh my God, so he shot her. Bro.
Oh, this gun, I had possession of it at one point in time. That's how my DNA would be on it. They said somebody's threatening them. That's how they manipulated me. They said somebody was threatening them that, they needed protection. Can we get that gun back?
And then they came out and we all left to it home.
Okay, what was said in the car when they all came out?
That she's finally dead.
Who said that?
Steve and Kevin.
Steve and Kaylin?
They told me how they killed her.
Okay, what did they tell you?
They said they were talking to her and Kaylin just shot her in the back of her head.
Kaylin shot her in the back of the head?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Kayla, okay.
And who was talking to her?
Steve.
Okay.
What's the other boy name?
You have the same green pocket knife?
Yeah, as you've seen, it was
Why do you
like
guys all have green pocket knives that are the
Well,
same?
we also have green bandanas.
What? It's like a gang or something?
No, it wasn't a gang. Steve called it a family.
Although multiple members of the Reapers identify Kalen as the shooter, they consistently point detectives back to the same person as the mastermind, Steven. The picture detectives begin to piece together is this. Bryn tricked Kayla and lured her to Boysville. Alex supplied the gun, Kalen pulled the trigger, and Steven watched it all unfold without ever getting his hands dirty. With this, Alex, Bryn, and Sierra's interviews come to an end as all three are placed under arrest while a nationwide BOLO is issued for Steven and Narina. And while the couple believes they've managed to disappear for good, even the most brilliant masterminds eventually make a mistake, and they are no exception. Over the next several weeks, authorities chase lead after lead until they finally pick up Steven's trail. Bank surveillance cameras capture Steven and Narina on CCTV, and before long, investigators track the couple more than 700 miles from Michigan to a relative's home in New Hanover County, North Carolina. A SWAT team is called in, and the house is quickly surrounded. But despite repeated commands to come outside, Steven refuses to surrender, barricading himself inside and preparing for his final stand. Hours pass with little progress, forcing officers to deploy tear gas that finally drives the couple out of the house. More than 6 weeks after the murder, Steven and Narina are taken into custody and transported into the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office. At this point, detectives know a lot, but not everything.
I did that.
They still need to determine whether Steven orchestrated Kayla's murder or if the Reapers acted on their own. And with investigators believing they're dealing with a dangerous cult, they can't rule out the possibility that there are other victims still waiting to be found. Perhaps even the 15 other murders Kaylan claimed to have committed. Once at the station, Steven and Narina are separated and placed into different interview rooms, and Detective Peterson decides to begin with Narina. If he can get Steven's own wife to start talking, it will become much harder for Steven to maintain whatever story he's prepared.
Do you know Kayla Sadowski?
I do.
Okay, tell me about her.
She's a good friend.
Did you have any conflicts with her?
No.
Were you jealous of her at all?
No.
Was she romantically involved with Steve before you? So you didn't have any jealousy or anything like that about her? So, they went to pick her up. You stayed at the apartments, but you knew at that point that they were going to pick up Kayla to kill her.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. At that point, and just out of curiosity, any reason you didn't call the police?
I did not call the police.
Any reason you didn't?
No.
Okay.
They came back. They told me that they were going to go back the next day to go put suntan lotion on her, body lotion on her, perfume, whatever they can find. They had not had the smell on her, like the after kind of smell. They had put everything over her to cover that smell of her.
Okay.
Steve said the reason why I killed her because she put me in prison for 2 years.
What did he say about what they had just done?
He didn't really say anything. He just kept his mouth shut.
So he didn't say much.
No.
But was he the organizing this whole thing? Was he the one kind of controlling it and telling people to do this?
Yeah.
Against detectives' expectations, even Steven's own wife is telling them that he's the one behind it. With that, Narina's interview is wrapped up, and there's only one more person Detective Peterson needs to speak with. As Steven sits in the interrogation room,
she been ready to get this nigga called. I zoned out. It was so easy for her.
he has no idea that the people he spent years controlling, including his own wife, have already turned against him. But going into this interview, Detective Peterson faces a challenge. Upon hearing of Steven's arrest, his mother has already requested an attorney who is now on the way to the station. And so the clock is ticking. Detectives need to extract the truth from Steven before the lawyer arrives and shuts the interview down.
I'll answer some questions, whatever you guys got, the best as I know, but my mom says she's going to try to do everything she can to get me a lawyer and everything.
So, is that you want to answer our questions?
But I can stop anytime.
You can stop anytime you want.
Okay.
You know Kayla Sadowski?
That's my ex-girlfriend. Me and her had passed for years, and
tell me about her.
I miss that girl, but she's a handful. She's like, me and her, we always argued all the time.
About what?
Just anything. Like, she'd get jealous if I'm talking to somebody. Like, if I'm talking to a cousin that's a female, she would think I'm cheating on her. And then she would threaten me, like she would kill me. She pulled a gun out on me and Brian.
Were you upset with her specifically about, say, did you blame her for going to prison or anything like that?
No, because you want to know the funny thing about that? Mm-hmm. She put me in prison for a year. Mm-hmm. Said that I choked her, that I slammed her against the wall. She lied because I was messing with her sister at the time.
So you were not involved in the planning and execution of Kayla's death?
No, I was not.
Was Brian involved?
He was with me at the time, and the only time he wasn't with me, no, Brian came down there, yeah, because he drove with us.
And when you say he was with me at the time, at what time?
When we were going on our honeymoons, and when we went to South Carolina.
Okay, so what does that have to do with when she was killed?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, you brought it up, so I'm just curious. You said that he was with me at the time. What do you mean?
Oh, like when I was going down to South Carolina and Florida.
Right, what does that have to do with Kayla's death, though?
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Tense.
To blame from Bryn, Stephen just revealed he was with him at the time of Kayla's murder. But there's a problem. Kayla's time of death was never made public. And just like Kaylin, Stephen has unknowingly implicated himself. In Stephen's mind, Kaylin is the one who pulled the trigger, which makes him innocent. But detectives see it very differently. They view Stephen the way prosecutors often view notorious cult leaders like Charles Manson. The person who pulls the trigger isn't always the most responsible. Under the law, the person who plans a killing can be just as, if not more culpable than the one who carries it out. Seeing that Stephen refuses to tell the truth, Detective Peterson decides to push harder and reveal damning evidence Stephen can't talk his way out of. But this strategy is about to backfire.
All right, so have you ever been to the old Boysville facility?
One time.
When was that?
That was many, many, many years ago when it was open.
Remember when we started talking, right?
Yeah.
I told you, I know everything about you, Steve. I know everything about, I know more about your wife and your Bryn and yourself probably than you do. So, and I'm going to ask you straight up, is there any reason, or I should say, would it surprise you to know that we have a Facebook conversation between you and Bryn at Boysville that night?
No, you don't.
I can guarantee we do.
Well, this is where I need my lawyer then.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I know that's like a lie.
Oh, it's a guarantee. You'll see that. It's not a lie. The only thing that's been a lie is what you've been telling me since we sat down. Understand we've talked to...
So everything I just said was a lie?
Yes.
Okay. I need a lawyer then.
Okay. That's fine.
Because I just told you everything by play what happened.
Okay. Just know this. The fellowship you have is broken up. Everyone's talking, including your wife. We smoke in an arena. We know everything. And I mean...
She like when I'm backstabbing. Is this how that song goes? Hold on, I got these two real quick. I got it. That's definitely how this song goes. I hope I don't get copyrighted. I know she think I'm cheating on her, so she's trying to baby your life and land on what's up. She like when I'm backstabbing. Yeah, she like when I'm backstabbing. She backstabbed the fuck out of you, man. You must be one little shit.
Everything. So, it's up to you if you want to talk. You said you want to talk to your lawyer. I'll let you have your lawyer, but this will not help you. Okay?
It won't. Like, you just pay. You just bought a lawyer for no reason. You just bought a lawyer for no reason because that lawyer can't help you out of this. They can't. I'm sorry. No, actually, I'm not sorry. Like, your lawyer cannot help you out some shit you do. Like, no.
The moment detectives confront Stephen with evidence placing him at the crime scene, he's caught off guard and completely shuts down. And now, even without Stephen's confession, investigators are able to piece together what happened to Kayla that night. Stephen orchestrated the attack, recruited the others to carry it out, and later returned to conceal her body before fleeing the state. Kaylin was the attacker. She participated in the assault and ultimately fired the shot that killed Kayla. Bryn was the lure. Posing as her boyfriend for weeks, he gained Kayla's trust and convinced her to meet him, ultimately driving her.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Directly to her death.
Bring her with you too, but don't let her know that you are.
I'm sleeping in a tent underneath the bridge, by myself.
Send me location. I got Kayla. She's in my hands now. She fell right in my trap.
LOL.
Dude, I can't find the gym.
I hear you. You getting closer?
Clear.
Sierra acted as part of the ambush team waiting for Kayla, serving as lookout as the murder unfolded. Narina never went to Boysville that night. Instead, she stayed at the apartment monitoring a police scanner, ready to warn the group if law enforcement was approaching. And Alex supplied the firearm, later retrieving it and helping conceal the evidence afterwards. In the end, none of the Reapers would escape accountability. Alex pleads guilty to tampering with evidence and accessory charges, receiving a sentence of 5 to 10 years in prison. Narina receives 13 and a half to receiving a sentence of 5 to 10 years.
Oh, he thought he wasn't gonna get it either.
In prison. Narina receives 13 and a half to 30 years.
Let's see if they all get a charge. I think they all are. I'm not gonna lie.
5 to 10 years in
they
prison.
might all be cool.
Narina receives 13 and a half to 30 years, while Sierra is sentenced to 18 and a half to 30 years after both pled no contest to second-degree murder. Bryn and Kaylin each plead no contest to second-degree murder and are sentenced to 40 to 60.
These niggas got thrown the book. They got thrown the book. This nigga 19. He don't look like it. 40 to 60 years. They ain't even play with y'all, bruh. Wow. So did they all go to jail? Wow.
60 years in prison. And Stephen Bales is convicted of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder, receiving life without parole, along with a second life sentence with the possibility of parole. As for Kaylin's claims that she had murdered 16 people,
and he was the one that snitched and got 40 to 60. They ain't even getting none out of snitching. He could have, bro. I mean, of course, you know, justice to her, but niggas really be wildin', bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all like this video, man. I sat through an hour video and reacted. Justice to her. She got the justice she deserved. She got the justice she deserved. Everybody got locked up. And it is what it is, bro, because ain't no way. Y'all could have planned to motherfucking, you ain't even have to murk him. Y'all could have just shot him in the leg. Steve ain't gonna be walking. He got the wheelchair everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if y'all like this video, want to see more videos like this, I didn't pour the hour. Feel good. Y'all make sure y'all show some love.